My name is Linda Kimbrough, and I live in Helotes, Texas, a suburb of San Antonio. I was introduced to Thrive by a friend of mine in San Antonio, and I'm so excited that she introduced me to it. Prior to knowing anything about Thrive, I really didn't know much about the brain, didn't know anything about the 5 levels of the brain and how they impact the way we think about things. And at Thrive, I've learned about those 5 levels. I've learned about the 19, what they call the 19 relational brain skills, and I'm applying them in my life. Things that I didn't really know when I was raising my children, now I feel like I know, and that they can impact my grandchildren and the generations going forward, and I'm really excited about that. So just to give you an example of some of them, there's one called Returning to Joy from the Big 6 negative emotions: sadness, shame, fear, disgust, hopelessness and despair, and anger. And I used to, I would feel those emotions and I had no idea how to get back to joy. And joy is just understanding that someone is glad to be with you. And so learning how to do that, being able to get to that place. We learn about the heart characteristics that God has given to each one of us. That's been a great skill within my family, to step back and look and see, oh, this causes this child pain, and that's because God's given them this heart characteristic. And one of the last things that I'll just mention quickly is knowing what it means to act like yourself. And so it's interesting, I believe our family knew what it was like to be in our tribe and to be a part of our tribe, but now to be able to say to our kids, well, let's think about this situation. Our adult children, let's think about this situation. What is it like us to act like? And so an example I could give of that, my husband and I actually care for a 69-year-old lady, and she lives in an assisted living that's not a member of our family. But that's what it's like, our tribe, that's what it's like us to act like, to care for those who are weaker. And there's a lot of that talked about at Thrive, where the weak and the strong need to be together, because where one is weak, someone else is strong, and where someone else is strong, another is weak, and you can come alongside each other and help each other. And that's a lot of what Returning to Joy is about too, because you have someone who maybe they don't struggle with anger, but you do. They can help you, they can model, they can show you how to walk through that. Maybe they struggle with sadness and you don't. You can model and help and share and show how to return to joy from that. So I'm just grateful for Thrive. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have begun to develop the right side of my brain. I feel like I lived in the left side for far too long.